Hey guys, a wild silence appeared, and I wanted to do a follow-up video to my last one, ultimately because I felt like my stance on sniping wasn't exactly as explained as thoroughly as I had hoped. Now the ultimate reason why I felt the controversial need to expel snipers from Call of Duty, or really any other multiplayer base, is simply because I felt that no matter what game it was in, the sniper rifle has always either been overpowered or cumbersome. Now what I've noticed is that when you compare the sniper rifles between, say, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, you'll notice a huge difference between usage and capability. The problem with Black Ops is that ultimately they've become too encumbersome, and that's why so many people refuse to use them. Now I'm not saying that or suggesting that you can't necessarily be good with a sniper rifle in Black Ops, but ultimately, when it comes to majority usage, then it just ultimately drains out, really. And that's comparing it to Modern Warfare 2 now, where it's like everybody is running around with steady aim, steady aim, intervention, and so on and so forth, getting tons and tons of kills that are honestly, I feel to be a little bit unfair, and I'm pretty confident that a lot of you will agree with me on that ultimately, because you probably know as much as I do how ultimately, I know I've said this time and time again, but how ultimately broken that game is. Now going back to what I said in a previous video about the sniper rifles never necessarily being used in, per se, Warzone, that can be somewhat misinterpreted, because I'm fully aware that sniper rifles are often used to per se take down political advocates that are a risk or a danger to any other country. But ultimately, if there was ever a situation between an ultimate standoff between two countries with two completely different army tactics, I somehow highly doubt that any of them will be carrying around a sniper rifle during that whole, I guess, scene of event. Sorry, but yeah, just basically, I don't know. It just seems like the sniper rifle is an ultimately silly addition to multiplayer. Don't get me wrong. In single player, it's perfectly natural. It perfectly makes sense when you're attempting to, say, take out, like I previously mentioned. I don't need to repeat that. But in any case, I guess my opinion, I think, still stands for itself, and I honestly highly doubt that they'll be able to make a fair usage weapon out of a weapon that takes 1 to 2 kills, 1 to 2 shots to actually kill someone. And no matter what they do, no matter how much they nerf it or empower it, it seems like there is no reasonable level, no balanced ground in order to help keep the fan base happy, the fan base of sniper rifles, as opposed to a majority of all the other players. It's just something that I feel simply cannot be done in terms of multiplayer. But once again, that's just my opinion, and I'm just strictly saying this for the sake of anything beyond firefight mode. Anything within firefight mode will probably be balanced enough, since you're only facing AI players and otherwise, but when it comes to competitive gameplay, it easily can put everything out of balance. Now with that being said, I just want to clarify that I have nothing against sniper rifles being put into games in general. I just feel like there's no need for them to be in multiplayer. In fact, they need to be resent from multiplayer. And ultimately, that's not because I have some irrational hatred against them. It's simply because I feel like there's no way to actually balance out the two between basic other various weapons and the sniper rifle. But now that I've gotten that out of my chest, I still feel kind of bad because I keep promising you guys over and over for more than just Call of Duty footage. And thankfully my new TV arrived today, so I'll get around to hooking that up and giving you something that's a little more presentable, a little more, I guess, absurd and unique. Well, whatever you can call unique, but overall my time is over with you guys, and yeah, I hope you learned something today.